When running an e-commerce business, there are many regulations and legal issues to consider as you navigate through the complex regulatory framework within your country or region. Once you determine the specific regulations which apply to you, you must also keep abreast of changes to these regulations in order to protect yourself and your business. In this video, we will highlight the key areas you need to understand for you to protect your customers and your business. Remember, you should find out the specific regulations which apply to you in your country or region of operations. As you may have guessed, most e-commerce regulations are designed to protect consumers from deceptive marketing and unethical business practices, whilst also safeguarding their personal information. So let's have a look at some of the ways this happens. Privacy policy. The first thing a potential customer will consider before using your e-commerce site is whether they can trust your site. You can help them with that decision by ensuring that your site has clear privacy policies in place. So your privacy policy should outline how you gather, manage, and use the data your site collects, and whether the data is kept private, shared with others, or sold to third parties. You must also ensure that your privacy policy aligns with the relevant privacy regulations within your country or region. For example, one of the strictest policies is the California Consumer Privacy Act, CCPA, which mandates sellers to give shoppers the right to know what data is being collected and how it is being used, delete their data, opt out of their data being shared or sold, and face non-discrimination when exercising these rights. In the European Union, there is a General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, which is a standardized data protection law that gives people greater control over how their personal data is used across the single market. The GDPR applies to organizations that process personal data or operate within or sell goods to the EU. The term process or processing includes the collection, storage, retrieval, alteration, storage, and destruction of that data. So as you consider which partners and vendors to use for hosting your site or processing your payments, also consider their conformity to the necessary data protection regulations within their region. Email marketing. For many years, many countries have passed various laws to cut down on unsolicited and spam emails. These laws typically require businesses to avoid deceptive content and ensure a business address is provided, as well as giving recipients an option to opt out, which must be honored. Secure financial data. To monetize their activities, hackers look for ways to extract personal and sensitive data from e-commerce sites. Top on the list is financial data of customers. So ensure you follow any applicable laws and adhere to best practices by utilizing SSL to encrypt communication between your site and your customers' browsers, whilst making sure that card details are never stored on your site. Quality products. Your potential customers are buying from you on trust, since they don't have physical access to check the quality of your products. To protect consumers' rights, many countries and regions have passed consumer protection laws to ensure shoppers do not fall victim to misleading or deceptive marketing and unethical business practices. Now, spend some time to familiarize yourself with these requirements and find out which specific regulations apply to you. So, now let's take a look at some ways to protect your business. Business formation. The regulations which apply to business entities are different from those that apply to individuals. But more critically, your product may require a business entity to obtain a license or permit before you can legally sell it. Armed with your midterm goals for the business, you should seek professional advice to determine which business structure is best suited to your goals. Taxes. Regardless of the business entity you choose to use, you should ensure you have a clear understanding about the specific taxes which are applicable to you and ensure you collect and remit them to the appropriate tax agencies. For example, if your products are sold across the border, specific tariffs and taxes may apply. Shipping restrictions. More often than not, you will be responsible for shipping customers' orders to them. So you must know whether any shipping restrictions apply to your products and what you are required to do in order to safely ship them. For example, perishable goods may require special packaging to minimize chances of spoiling whilst in transit. It's worth remembering that additional shipping requirements may increase your shipping costs. You should compare different providers since not all shippers have the same limitations. Business insurance. With the myriad of e-commerce regulations and the increased legal exposure, business insurance can provide a level of cushion in the unlikely event of a mishap or incident. You should consider and seek professional advice to find out how the following types of insurance may help your business. General liability to help cover your cost, to defend property damage or physical harm claims brought against your business. Professional responsibility to safeguard your business from malpractices, mistakes, and negligence. Commercial liability to guard against financial loss should your business be held accountable for property damage or personal harm or injury brought on by your products, operations, or staff. Once again, spend some time to familiarize yourself with these topics and seek professional advice to determine the best suited options for your business.